Yeah, so we're going to go back through the technical stand-up. I'm going to briefly run over, I've got all these videos in the same playlist. I'm going to briefly run over what I did. So obviously the technical stand-up, I'm in that position already. Yeah, good little drill to get into everyday life if you're sitting here, sort of beach, sit and pose, etc. But I'm going to briefly run over what I've done already, and then I'm going to show a sort of less athletic way of doing it, and then most importantly a more athletic way of doing it, and then cover maybe some of the blocking principles. I'll get time in this video. Not a great concept really, blocking on the floor, but you know, again, I won't miss that Krav Maga principle of blocking and getting up, whatever. So let's go on to this one first. So technical stand-up, I'm in that position already, 3-point base, then you come to a 2-point base. This is the brief way of explaining it. So again, here and coming, yeah, and standing up basically. I've had different ways of doing it. So basically coming up to the leg there, yeah, might not be as athletic, or you know, might be a progression, and you might want to move on to the full one that I've just done there. Not everyone can do that. You want to be here first. Like I say, you might want to come forward, so that's a good one to come forward. Standing up, coming forward, rather than having it away on your toes. Yeah, a few different ones. There was also running away, like you might want to cover a lot of stuff from here, you know, kicking there, taking the buttocks off the ground. You know, this position here on this side, Yoko Geri, Neo Geri, sort of here on the belay. Then coming back to here with a leg brace. If someone's coming around that way, so you can up kick, or the leg brace there, so you can up kick. But with the tailbone off the floor, and then sort of moving around here, coming up to here, back, you know. So you're trying to stand up basically, but you might be back and forth, a lot of sort of sticky feet with a person standing up basically, a lot going on here. You might be sort of, you know, kicking here, then getting up to your technical base there, technical stand up, shall I say. Hand here, that's the main thing there, and getting up. Like I say, I mean, that might be easy. Some people are not as fast though, but you know, if that's all you can do at the moment, fine. If you can't do that, you know, it could be like you're obese, whatever it is, you know, too old to do that at the moment, or, you know, too old at the moment, too old, and you know, you're not as athletic basically. So there is another progression, but it's got a massive floor in it. Obviously, as you can see, 2 hands coming there. Okay, there's always that option to get used to this stand up over here, there, and up. There's always that option, 2 hands, but with the mind of always getting to here and up with 1 hand, because this is massively flawed. But if you know, you can only do what you can do. If you can't do the other ones at the moment, then use 2 hands, okay, to get up off the floor, because you have to be able to get off the floor some way, okay, until you get more fit or whatever it is, and more used to that move, then you progress. You know, yeah, and just aware of that you're moving to the technical stand-up, okay. Other ways I've done, again, rolling, so you want to be rolling chin down. I'm going very briefly through these. It's gone more in detail with these on other videos. Yeah, sort of figure forward the legs, and you're rolling up to here, and you're coming up, and you want to be coming forward. You know, that might be another option for you. There's the other option, you want to run away that way. So again, I was doing a lot from this position here, kicking. You know, I mean, they're distractions. They don't have to do massive damage there. Even though you could, you know, catch someone quite easy with wild kicks coming in. Someone's not ready for them. Yeah, I mean, you know, Gracie v Taktarov is a classic of that, but don't want to digress too much. Again, there's here this position, you know, this leg comes over. Okay, these 2 hands come here, and you come up to sort of like a hurdler's position, or runner's pose, shall I say. Yeah, and off. So there's that option I've done on the other one. There was the option if, say, you've been pushed forward, you know your brake falling. That's another thing I could cover on another tape. But here you brace yourself. First thing, you want to look that way. Get that leg up, and get, you know, and then get where you want, either going back in or shooting off. So covered a few different things there, different scenarios. But I've showed you also that, you know, if you're progressing, you can do this one for now. Even, you know, you could be, rather than, if you can't do this at the moment, you'd be taking this leg, dragging it along the floor, keeping contact. That's a less athletic way. It's two hands for now. Make sure, obviously, you always want to get to here, progress to here eventually. But if you're dragging it on the floor, that's another progression, which is all right for now, till you get used to the more athletic one. That's dragging on the floor. You know, just watch. Someone might stamp on that. I've seen it done. Hermes Franker did it. Someone, you know, one of the old UFCs. Good move, obviously. Something to be aware of. But you know, you're progressing to this, getting up. My hand should be up there. I'm going to show a more athletic way of getting up off the floor. So it's exactly the same. Technical stand up. Okay, 3-point base, but we might be distracting because the kick's a distraction. Distraction, deception. You have got destruction, but again, here's more distraction. And rather than, this foot will come back down here, a bit closer to the body, so you get a more of a spring back out of the way more. If you want to get out of the way so you can have it on your toes more, it's just another concept. But you, like I say, you'd have to drill these to be able to do them, you know, when heat's on. So rather than here, you might be kicking to disguise that step back, and you're springing back. So you're sort of springing back. Gives you a little bit more spring. It's the same move, but you've got a lot more spring to get back out of the way more. Obviously, you know, not if there's someone there, but you know, and then you can, whatever's you're going to do. Like I say, you don't always get a chance to run, so a lot of times the old ego drags you back, kicking and screaming. Hopefully the ego hasn't took you into that position or that situation in the first place. But so just adding that little difference, coming back here, so you've got that spring. If you're athletic enough to do that, that is. Like I say, there's a few options there. A lot of them easy ones though always get to the better version when your hand up there, one arm down. That's really important in all these, really. But I'm going to do it one more time. This comes back, gives you a bit of a, like I say, I'd like to disguise it with a kick. You know, even if he's back a bit, you know, he's highly likely going to be trying to come in, etc. You're going to be back and forth, you know, whatever. But you might get it first time, kick back, and then look, you've always got that spring more, a little bit more spring. Back out of there, looks better as well. But yeah, so there's that option there with the technical stand up. Do it on the other side. So again, exactly the same. There's a usual here, getting up. But like I say, it could be Yoga Gary or Mio Gary there, whatever, it don't matter. It could be a crescent kick, it doesn't matter. It could be just, you know, straight out and back, whatever. Get a flinch response going, someone hollers out for a second, and you back out the way, and you capitalise in on that 1 second with a lot of this. So like I say, you'd have to drill it. But this comes back. Again, you can even get this back a little bit if you like, and then you're coming back. So you're getting a bit extra distance between you and the person. Another option. I'm going to have to cover this. So the concept of blocking on the ground isn't great. They will be stamps or soccer kicks. I have seen, like I say, it might work. Obviously you've got to be aware of what's around you. That's why it's such a crap place to be down here. So you need to get up, you need to focus on this and drill it in your Krav Maga training. I've seen sort of stuff where someone's football booting, whatever foot it is, and they block. If you can get this, then great. But again, you're blocking there with the shin and the hand, not just the hand. Shin and the hands, you're getting like a sort of figure four, and then getting a sweep. But again, that's a bit fancy, but it might work. but the usual concept, like when you're standing, like I say, I mean, I'd get back to your basics, tucking up, chin down, thinking of getting up some way eventually. But you know, it might be a one move you're trying to defend, which might be either a soccer kick or a stomp. So let's say a soccer kick, whatever leg it is, there's the usual ones we did when we're standing here. You come into the side there and you're getting head offline. When you're standing, it'd be the same concept on the floor. You'd be basically trying to, whatever leg it is, you might be coming on the outside or the inside. So you want to go the same way as the arms. So say the football stomps, say the soccer kick's coming in, you know, and you want to be moving the body with the hand coming around that way. But again, you've got to get back to here. You're not going to be standing there blocking, doing all this, you know what I mean? No, I mean, it might be one shot and then you're back to here, so, you know, trying to get up. But yeah, so it's like that sort of inside block, football boots coming, it just comes in all of a sudden. You've got to move the body, you know, when you're parrying round to hopefully get back to there and up. You know what I mean? So you're just guiding that out of the way, you know, with your arm, because again, their legs will be stronger than your arms. So if you do get lucky enough to like see it come in, you know, you come in that way, you're going to go the same way as the arm. Same as if you're sort of doing that way, you know, it's going to be sort of moving that way and coming in on the inside and coming out. Yeah, I like a kick and then get out. You could stand there and sort of do, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's the same sort of, if you get lucky enough to sort of put it that way. A lot of the time it won't be nothing like this. It won't be like this. It'll be just putting your hands wherever it is and moving your body. If a soccer kick's coming in, keeping your defence, you know, and then getting up. So yeah, I mean, it could be like the pack cells there. It could be on the inside of the leg. Like I say, if you're moving to the inside, then, you know, then getting up. Or it could be the other way, come on the outside leg as it's coming, you know, coming there, coming back and out. So, but again, I mean, you know, if you want to be tucking up, chin down and just thinking of getting up, you do not want to be there for too many of them. That's just if you get that one and you manage to see it coming, whatever, that might give you that option. The same as the stomp, you know, it's coming down, so, you know, whatever one it is, here, you know, there, whatever it is, it's going to be putting I'll be putting both hands, whatever it is. Stomp's coming in, you know, there, you guided it out the way, thinking of getting up straight away, the other way, you know, might be there, or it might be here, you know. I like to keep it like the blocks. When you're standing, so you get an idea of what's going on, the concept. It might be there, you know, getting up, hips in towards the person, kick, get up, basically every time. But again, yeah, you've got a split second to get that, but it's just getting used to moving like that on the floor. I'm going to more the hip skips, because that'll get you moving on the floor, but obviously Krav Maga, we're thinking of sort of them football boots, stomps coming in, etc. It'd be once, you won't be standing there blocking and coming back off the floor, you know. Your legs are the best things, kicking and getting up, you know, just basically what we've done already really might get you up out of it, just getting out of the way and then getting up to there. But you're just making that, if you are doing a block, making it a 200% block again, like when you're standing, you're the head of flying, you know, you can move your body. You know, if you kick the leg that way, you might be hipping in, back in towards them and get up. So you're just mixing it in with what you do. But you'd have to do this with a partner. Football stomps, you know, the stomp might be pushed that way with both hands all of a sudden, or, you know, you might be pushing it that way. You might get it off coming up that way. But it'd never be exactly like this. You know, you're moving your head after, basically. You're blocking and you're moving on the floor. But keep all your basics, you know, that's just you know, a one-offs, you know, you only get that one chance for that. You know, if it all else fails, you know, tuck up, think of getting up some way, kicking your legs, keep it simple and get up. Had to cover that, because it's not a great concept. I wouldn't, I'd drill it, but I'd drill all the basics, and just think of that one shot, you know, that one soccer kick coming or that one stomp. But again, because that's what you would get on the floor. But back to your basics, basically all else fails, you know, move on the floor, you know, if you're just moving like so, kick, 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 you know, technical stand up, get up out of it, ASAP. If you're lucky enough to have a, you know, one-on-one, not be an ambush fight, whatever, but most of the time there's always the threat really of it not being a one-on-one. It's you get the match fight, the ambush fight, the 3-second fight. Generally, the 3-second fight, someone talking and it's going off. I've dealt with that with a fence, but more with this. Yeah, you don't be caught in grappling because sometimes you ain't got no, you know, a lot most of the time really. 90% of fights will end up in grappling situations, but we're just adding the concept of Krav Maga. You know, I've just added that blocking bit. I wouldn't say standing block on the floor ever, you know, but it's in a lot of what Krav Maga forms I've done, or styles, whatever. Again, it's that one shot, you got it. So don't move your body, use the hand if you have to. Any way you bloody can. If it's putting it in a way, if it's a block, whatever way it goes. Get back to your basics. Don't stay there and block basically, because it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna be, it's not gonna be great for you. Try standing doing carters off your back, just ain't gonna go. Get up. That's the main thing. So there's all your technical stand-ups there, but that just gives you a little bit more spring. That technical stand-up there, bring that foot back, and coming back to here. Like I say, that's an athletic way of doing it. Again, if you're martial arts and that, you'll be fine, but obviously we want to get back out of it. We're not sort of standing up so we can come back in to have a grapple, etc. Yeah, don't really want that. So, covered a few things there. Yeah, and it's more the principles really, but yeah, that blocking on the floor, you could drill it a few times, but drill all the basic stuff, what I've done before with a technical stand-up. Don't be here doing carters basically, because you can get your bloody head kicked in. You want to get out of it as quick as possible. All else fails, you know, kicking, it could be the crappiest kicks in the world, you know. Have a mate trying to get round, or with a kick pad and kick. But, you know, I've gone all to this sort of raising your buttocks on the floor, but it could just be just getting used to this. You know, try 2 minutes of that. You know, just basics, getting up on the floor safely. Bang, but hopefully attracting the right frequencies, you won't get into the situations. Bang.